In this 2-minute Java lesson, we'll talk about using layouts. Layouts allow you to specify where the controls might appear in your graphical user interface. So if you set up a program and you want the buttons to appear in a specific place, a layout will allow you to arrange them appropriately. There are 6 common layouts. The first is a grid pane. Grid pane allows you to set up with any number of rows and columns. You might want to use this if you were making a checkerboard or a chessboard. The second is a flow plane. Items are arranged from left to right, top to bottom, just the way you read an English newspaper. The stack pane allows you to put things on top of each other. So if you were trying to create, for instance, a smiley face, you might have a circle, but on top of it you might have a smile and the eyes. A border pane arranges items in zones, top, bottom, left, right, and center. An H box arranges things in one and only one row. And a V box arranges things in one and only one column. I think you need samples and simple examples of each of these layouts. So the first one I'm showing you is a grid pane. On top of the code is shown the actual application. So you can see where the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 appear in a grid pane. The next example is a flow plane. As you can see, things flow across the screen just like you read, from left to right and then from top to bottom. A stack pane stacks things on top of each other. The number 1 and the number 2 are actually printed on top of each other. So that stack pane might be more useful for taking a button and putting it in the middle of a graphic. A border pane is one of the most common panes to use. When you have a layout that allows you to put things on the left, the right, the top, or the bottom, or in the center, I think you can imagine how that would be useful for laying out your graphical user interface. You want to be able to put buttons, for instance, at the bottom and labels on the left. So this is a very useful pane of layout, and I think you'll find it the most common one you see. An H box arranges things in one and only one row. So if I had the number 4 that I added as a label after the number 3, it would appear to the right of the number 3, so only one row. Similar to the H box is the V box. The V box arranges all the elements in a vertical column, so one and only one column, but as many rows as you want. Of course, you can mix and match layouts. So you might want to put a H box in one of the areas of a border pane. So maybe your H box displays buttons all in one horizontal row across the bottom in the bottom part of the pane. So yes, you can combine them. You just have to put one pane as a node within the other panes. Now, one important tip to using layouts is always use a clean and build whenever you do JavaFX testing. One of the things that you've probably done is just simply run your files before this point. Now it's important that you do a clean and build to make sure that Java sets up the right associations and you actually test what you have. In the next videos, we'll talk about adding images and shapes to your GUI.